Hello everyone. I'm Vivek and I welcome you to another episode of Puneri Talk Show by Punekar News. And today we will be discussing on career opportunities in the field of law. To discuss and guide us, our viewers on this topic, today we have with us as our guest Dr. Ujjwala Bendale, Dean and Faculty of Law, Bharati Vidyapeeth, Deemed University, Pune.
Namaskar. Good evening to everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for joining us for this talk. A brief introduction. Dr. Ujjwala Bendale is a law graduate from Symbiosis Society Law College, Pune, in the year 1999, and Masters in Law from Pune University in 2001, and a doctorate in Philosophy of Law in 2006 in Properties Law from Bharati Vidyapeeth, Deemed University, Pune. She has been teaching property law since 2001, along with constitutional law, law of torts, research methodology, and international human rights. She's academically strong, along with handling administration of college as being in charge of Bharati Vidyapeeth Deemed University, New Law College, Pune in 2014 and 2018-19. And at present, she's appointed as Dean, Faculty of Law, Bharati Vidyapeeth Deemed University, Pune. She is a recipient of Best Teacher Award in 2003, 2014, and 2015. She is the member of Academic Council of Bharati Vidyapeeth Deemed University and is member of several cells in the college. She is research guide to more than 8 students, out of which 5 are PhD awardee under her guidance. Besides these, nationally, she is legal expert appointed by BPSC, that is Bihar Public Service Commission, for Bihar Judicial Service Interview Board, and Rajasthan Public Service Commission for Rajasthan Judicial Services. Internationally, she is distinguished member of International Council of Jurists, London, 2017 to 2021, and has visited Boston, USA in 2010 for Harvard Model United Nations as legal advisor with students representing Seychelles. Dr. Bendale has publications in various national and international journals. She has organized, attended, and coordinated various workshops and seminars at her college. To mention significant one is in collaboration with CIPAM, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, India, and has delivered lectures on significance and impact of IPR at various institutions of Bharati Vidyapeeth Deemed University. Welcome, ma'am. We are glad that you could join us today. Can we know more about you from your mouth itself, about you and your college, please?
Thank you so much, Vivek. I'm very happy for the welcome speech given by you, and I'm indebted to Punekar's Facebook for this invitation. And to begin with, I would like to introduce you to Bharati Vidyapeeth. Bharati Vidyapeeth, deemed to be university, has established academic excellence and offers programs in innovative and emerging areas. Presently, Bharati Vidyapeeth has 29 constituent institutions, including 3 research institutions dedicated exclusively to research. Bharati Vidyapeeth is multi-campus and multidisciplinary and is catering to the needs of urban and rural students. It has world-class infrastructure, innovative academic programs, best teaching learning processes, and has entered into national and international collaborations. All this has been possible only because of Honorable Dr. Patangrao Kadam Saheb, the founder of Bharati Vidyapeeth Deemed to be University, a visionary who, at the age of 20 years, decided to establish Bharati Vidyapeeth as distinct educational institute. Today, Dr. Patangrao Kadam Saheb is the guiding star for whole of Bharati Vidyapeeth fraternity. The second patron of Bharati Vidyapeeth is Professor Dr. Shivaji Rao Kadam Sir, the Chancellor of Bharati Vidyapeeth Deemed to be University, member of UGC since 2005 to 2011, and member of NAC 2012 onwards. Recently, on 6th of May in 2021, Sir is awarded with Excellent Contribution to Education Sector Award by CMAI ICT Association of India and Electronics World Communication Award 2021 at its 16th National Education Awards 2021 and 6 International Education Excellence Award 2021. Our guiding patron is Honorable Dr. Vishwajit Kadam sir, Pro Vice Chancellor Bharati Vidyapeeth member, AICTE, and Honorable State Minister, Social Justice and Special Assistance Department. Honorable Minister Dr. Vishwajit Kadam sir is an excellent visionary like Sahib and is stepping on the same path of success and very positively is carrying forward the torch of Bharati Vidyapeeth to more greater heights. Accompanied and supporting Dr. Vishwajit Kadam sir is Professor Dr. Manikra Salunke sir, the Vice Chancellor Bharati Vidyapeeth Deemed to be University, who is a disciplinary and a brilliant administrator. Today, under the excellent guidance of all our excellent beloved patrons, New Law College, Bharati Vidyapeeth has consistently ranked amongst top law schools in India by Career 360, India Today, The Week, Education Post, and so on. New Law College has been accredited with A+ grade by NAC and has also received Gold Star Award from BCI on the eve of Golden Jubilee celebrations. And the laurels to New Law College has been for so many years on and on. Our students are doing great. They are publishing, they are into research, they are into moot court, and they are winning more and more laurels to the college. So I express my gratitude towards you all, your whole team, the Punekar News, and Professor Sukrut Dev sir for inviting me on their Facebook platform to speak on career opportunities in law. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Of course, an academic institution beyond excellence, of course, due to the beyond excellence leaders like you and the patrons that you mentioned. I welcome you again for this talk show.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, our audience would be eager to listen to you. So let me start with the questions. So, in due course of time, law field has been evolved in a very lucrative and prominent manner. What is your say on this?
Yes, I agree with this. Of course, the reasons being, firstly, legal profession is a prestigious and respectful profession. Gone are the days when law was the first choice, law was the last choice of the students. In last few decades, law profession is in demand in India as well as abroad. Today's generation is more determined and select law as their first choice because it is challenging, has complexity, and is diverse in nature. When I say challenging, I mean every case is different from each other and it requires thorough research. Complex, I say, because it lacks uniformity. And diversity, I mean numerous people are involved, like judges, lawyers, advocates, legal consultants, special, you can say, specialists, and so on. So I think this profession is very lucrative. And secondly, if you see, legal profession is financially rewarding and most stable profession. Law career offers lucrative job opportunities in industries, companies, firms, and so on. Once set in practice, earning lakhs of rupees through arguments, arbitration, mediation, conciliation is very desirable. And so I think that this field has evolved very prominently and is much desired profession.
So rightly explained, ma'am. So as you mentioned, that opportunities in law field has increased over a period of time. So
Yes.
I'm curious to know how and why.
When we talk about career opportunities in legal profession, I'll tell you they have bloomed. In past one whole decade, they have bloomed like mushrooms, or you can say they have bloomed up. Technology is changing the legal profession and the law schools in India. Students nowadays, they prefer specialization in corporate laws, ADR laws, IPR laws, AI laws, artificial intelligence laws, cyber laws, rather than the traditional civil and criminal practices. And these specializations help the students to become corporate lawyers, counsels, and agents, not only nationally but internationally. To add into this particular understandings, I believe Students with this particular specializations are welcomed by leading law firms of the country, like Amarchand Mangaldas, AZB Partners, Luthra, and so on. Besides this, the students are specializing in matrimonial laws, laying more emphasis on becoming matrimonial counselors. Students prefer becoming counselors rather than getting into traditional family practices. Further, I believe law students are absorbed by police machineries to resolve cybercrime issues in every city, every state through internships and placements. And later on, the students they get opportunities to practice into cybercrime investigations. Further, we talk about international, you can say, avenues and opportunities in career. Internationally, law graduates have ample career opportunities in United Nations offices and through United Nations offices and organizations like the NGOs in UNESCO, UNICEF, WHO, ILO, then international tribunals like ICJ and ICC. When we talk about media and law, legal publishing, and law reporting is another avenue available to the law graduates. And it includes covering legal proceedings in courts, arbitration events, criminal matters, and so on. Further to that, I believe, and of course, we have an understanding that IPR practice is most preferable career opportunity of this decade, wherein one can choose to exclusively practice in copyrights, trademarks, patents, geographical indications, laws, respectively. Artificial intelligence and environmental law practice is one more emerging area and career opportunities for law students for national as well as international practices. And then besides this, the traditional judicial services, civil services, LPOs, and academia are also welcoming opportunities in law field. And to further add into for the students who are revolutionary in thoughts but not interested to go into practice for in any of the above specializations and above opportunities, they all prefer to be writers and authors, and they all nowadays for them blogs internationally and books to be written internationally are welcoming opportunities. For example, I can tell you my students are doing extremely well when it comes to writing blogs nationally and internationally. The University of USA, that is in the University of Pittsburgh, and of course Amazon, they are giving us opportunities, us in the sense the students, to publish their books, their thoughts on blogs, etc. So I think career opportunities have widened and have grown, and really I feel like in our days the opportunities were very few, and we were only thinking in terms of civil and criminal practices. But now, as I told you, these are all the avenues open for the law students. Yes. So,
So I believe there is some technical
I got to know.
feedback
Yes.
shortly.
Yes. हाँ हाँ ठीक है सुप्रीत सर Ale, Ale.
Uh,
We will,
I
yes.
so sorry, I actually lost you. So I believe whatever I could listen to you, we require a law professional in every aspect of life. That's what we think. From professional to social to personal, all forms of life that is there, we require a law professional to help us, assist us, guide over the tricky situation scenarios.
Yes.
So
Huh?
So I'll move on to the next question. Like I was reading a book and I read a line that law is dynamic, not static. So what do you think on this? Why the it is said that law is dynamic, not static?
Um, to begin with, I can say law cannot function in isolation, as law is for the society, and the society is stable only because of law. As very rightly defined in Vedas, law is the king of kings. And I assert today, law is omnipotent. And so, law has evolved as per the needs of the society. And law has to change as per the needs of the society. And so, law cannot be static, it has to be dynamic. And last 2 decades have very well established that law is dynamic and not static. As we have witnessed the evolution, enactments, and implementations of IPR laws, cyber laws, ADR laws, which is because of globalization, industrialization. And so, this evolution has really made law to enter into every field. And whatever globalization we have witnessed, it has demanded that law has to keep on changing. And so is law dynamic and not static.
Indeed, ma'am. Law is evolving as we humans as a society are. So again, it is said that advocacy is a skill. It is like cooking a dish with a perfect mixture. So what do you think? It's correct or wrong?
It's true and it's correct. Advocacy is a skill. It is an art, rather, I'll say. It involves listening to people, paying heed to the opinions of the people, analyzing the law, interpreting the law, applying of the law. They all are the skills which are required. And according to every facts and circumstances of the case, the law has to be handled, the facts have to be handled properly by every advocate, every lawyer. And logical thinking, case analysis, research skills are the very must skills nowadays every advocate, every lawyer should have. Along with this, art of chief examination, cross examination, pleading of evidences and arguments are also the best skills which every lawyer should develop. And I always say to my students that 5 years of their law time is nothing but, you know, investment into their career. And if they do this properly by polishing their advocacy skills, I think they will really be successful lawyers in the coming years.
So well said, ma'am. Like, yes, it is definitely needed, and it is an art, it is not a science. So,
Yes.
we as civilians, many times citizens think that having knowledge of law is very important to all of us. Like, due to development of urban, semi-urban, and rural areas, we all must understand that how law functions. So, what is your opinion on this?
As I said earlier, law is omnipotent. Every civilian feels the need of legal education for their daily transactions, and say bank transactions, media transactions, say for that matter, daily going on. And I can give you examples of elderly people. Elderly people today have the urge of knowing their rights against the abuses by their children's, grandchildren's, relatives, and so on, which they are really in need of legal awareness, in need of legal education, and which they feel is very important for them to solve their particular problems. Even for that matter, matrimonial counselors, people working in public sector, private sector, consumers, they feel the need of being legally aware. and of course use of social media, online payments, and all online services. They have risen the need of legal education amongst the civilians.
So true, ma'am. So lots of due to development in technology, lots of good things, ease of transactions and other things. The frauds happening with the transactions. Lots of cases we hear. So we all must be aware about the law as individuals as well. So this was from the civilian's perspective. Now let's talk from the student's perspective. So as a student who is pursuing law, what things he should know while studying?
Okay. As a student, firstly, the student should keep in mind that law is continuous learning process throughout their life. They have to keep on learning, firstly. But not only theoretical but practical aspects of law should be known by the students. A law student, I believe, should be well versed, and of course, they should have full knowledge of all the laws, court practices, corporate practices, as well as they should be aware of all political and social developments. Not only this, knowing, understanding, and interpreting the law are the major skills which every law student should inculcate and should go for.
Right. So, ma'am, law as a profession or while practicing law, a lawyer faces with many hurdles, like which a lawyer has to tackle dynamically. He is not prepared for that. That's not a part of his course or the way he's planned. So, how to tackle those, dynamic issues that come forefront in the journey to be a successful lawyer?
Okay. Um, I would say, and I would really advise my students, and I generally do, and I say, hurdles are the stairs to success. Challenges are there to make us strong and stable. Lawyers have to overcome the hurdles to be successful. Lawyer has to develop lawyering skill such as art of examination, cross-examination, taking of evidences, and so on, pleadings and all. As well, he has to abide by his duties towards the court, his clients, for which he should be honest, courageous, and fearless. Besides that, I always say, and again I'm repeating, that 5 years or 3 years of the law career is nothing but investment time. If they invest properly in advocacy skills, in analyzing, in interpreting the laws, and if they do it very systematically, I think 5 years and 3 years course, after the 5 years and 3 year course, the law students will really overcome all the hurdles pleasantly. What is required is determination and hard work, which is the key to success.
So beautifully put up that the hurdles are the stairs of your journey to success.
Yes.
Definitely, ma'am. A message every student must note down in the front page of the notebook. So, since you are a professor and mentor,
Vivek?
I would, being you are being the guide to many PhD students of law, I would like this, please.
I did not hear you.
So, ma'am,
Vivek, you were unclear.
ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, now it's fine.
So, I asked you being a PhD yourself, PhD holder, and you are guide to many students who are pursuing PhD. So, it is said that research is a backbone of legal education in India. So, I want some in-depth core points on this.
Okay, wonderful question. Like, something very near to my heart. I would begin by saying, research, combination of two words, re plus search. Every person in the law fraternity, right from the student to the judiciary, That is right from the classroom to courtroom to law firms, and you name every part of this profession. And I assert that everyone is a researcher. Researching already existing precedents, already existing knowledge has to be researched. And that is what every student should keep in mind when he enters into this profession. That throughout the life, it is not only learning process, but it is researching continuously. I would also say a law student, advocate, lawyer, a judge, they have to embark into doctrinal or empirical researches throughout their law practice. Then use of database like SSC Online, LexisNexis, Manupatra, CLA Online, they are mandatory for every legal research to be conducted. And I'll tell you, in law schools nowadays, these are very common databases, and every student should use them, should do research through these particular databases.
So true, ma'am. Yes, research is means again searching for the new things, knowing the previous knowledge and utilizing it to find new solutions is what we call.
Vivek,
What is your opinion on this? It's not just
Vivek,
sitting inside the cabin.
just a minute. I just again lost your voice. You were
Okay.
you paused for 1 minute. Again, you're paused.
So, ma'am, I think you can hear me now.
Yes, I can hear you.
So,
No, no.
it is
Huh.
said that law is just not a desk job.
Vivek, I lost you again. I can't hear you.
So, ma'am,
I can't.
field work is essential for a law graduate. It's not just a desk job, sitting inside the cabin and handling it. So, your
Yes.
opinion on this statement?
Okay. I would say theory without practice is futile. Exposure to court practices is very essential, and drafting, pleading, convincing, arguments, examinations, cross examinations of witnesses, etc., are significant. And so, the law graduates should inculcate the habit of reading. I mean, reading legal novels, Supreme Court precedents, autobiography of legendary advocates like Ram Jethmalani sir, Harish Salve sir, and many more. So, first to get into field work, you should be theoretically strong. Your foundation should be strong, and once you are strong enough in your understandings, then you will be really free to get into the field and do your best.
Definitely, ma'am. So, let's come to the contemporary situation. So, we know that international law, environment law, etc., are the emerging areas of legal practice for this decade, the immediate pass out law students. So,
Yes.
what is your opinion on this?
See, I have already answered for international law that the avenues are really welcoming them, and nowadays the students they prefer going abroad. They take recommendations from us, getting into learning abroad and settling abroad in all this particular you can say fields which I had told you before. But to add into environmental law practice has a very wider scope nationally as well as internationally. When we talk about India, the NGTs, National Green Tribunals, are attracting the new generation lawyers, as well as the students are more inclined and interested into public interest environment law practices because they are very upcoming and they are really attracting the students into these practices. So I believe they are real good opportunities and avenues for the students of law.
So yes, again, a great knowledge for the budding lawyers who will be graduating maybe in 21 or 22. Yes, lot many branches are opening up for you. And again, let's come to the country. So judicial activism, the RTI activists, or judicial activism by courts has brought new blood in the legal system, which ultimately resulted in true justice to the common people. So the demand of legal education has increased. So what's your viewpoint on this? It's true or false?
It's very true, and I agree with it because it is the judiciary of this country who still gets the faith of common man, and everyone, still believes that it is the judiciary who will give them justice against all the abuses happening around. And I say judicial activism by courts have played important role in providing justice to the common man. The judgments by the high courts and the Supreme Court has very huge impact on the common man. As well, the government through landmark case laws and of course the cases given by the judiciary like triple talaq, Vishakha case, transgenders case, they have really good impact on the common man, and because of which everyone thinks that I should enter into this legal profession today. And I believe in our country, still we believe in justice system through judicial system.
So well explained, ma'am. So yes, now I've been talking about those who are pursuing law or those who are lawyers. So let me get down from the K-12 education system. Students who are still not, they've not chosen a profession. They are yet to decide who should become a lawyer. What should be the checkpoints? Anybody studying in 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, maybe from them, who should become a lawyer? What qualities they should check before opting for this profession?
Uh, the students who are having good communication skills, good in debates, good at arguing in the school days, rather with the teachers, their colleagues, in the sense their classmates, and of course with the parents. They should opt in, of course, and with good grammar, good holds on English, are the students who should come into this particular profession. And of course the passion towards giving justice to common man, to the poorest of poor, should also follow with this. I think these students, or rather these habits, should make the students come into this legal profession.
Definitely, ma'am. So yes, arguing is not bad. And yes, students who argue a lot at their school time, they question small things. Those who cannot tolerate or compromise on things must look forward to law as one of their career choices or profession.
This is regarding, just a minute, one thing I would like to add more. If it is only for law practice, and but if they are very much into innovations and all, they can also come into this. When I mentioned about IPR and all, they can also get into this practice or this profession.
Definitely, ma'am. So
Vivek, I lost you. I lost your voice again.
So thank you so much, ma'am. Before we wind up, I would like to have your final message for our students, viewers, and general audience.
In today's world, I would say hard work is the key to success. And hard work accompanied with patience can only take you to greater heights. So please keep on doing your hard work and, of course, have the passion for law.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today evening and letting our viewers know, widening up their horizon about the complete field of law. And yes, we are looking back to have you again sometime soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you to you and your whole team and Sukrut sir. Thank you.